Well, I got errands to run today, and all I really want to do is sit at home and read. I have to go get a tire fixed, the grocery store. Does anybody else hate the grocery store? I hate going to the store. It's just too many people. It takes too long. The checkout lines are long. It's early. I'm waiting for my coffee right now, so maybe I feel a little better once I get my coffee. But a couple of things. I just want to go over the last couple of books that I've been reading. What did I read last? I left off on The Christmas Holiday by Michaela Davids. I don't like how it ended though. I like WTF, moments at the end of a book, which I mean, I get it. All thrillers, you're not going to get that wow factor, and you're not going to get that, oh my God, I didn't see that coming. Some you see coming, some are pointless. This was one of those, like, okay, there was motive there, but the way you went about it, I feel like it could have been done better. I mean, who am I to say who could have been done better? I've never written a book, but as a reader, I feel like it could have been a little bit better. Then after that one, I read, I think I jumped right into Lotus. I went to, Lotus, and put me in a book slump. And not in a bad way. You know how like you have that good 5-star read, the one that pulled every emotion out of you, the one that made you tear up, the one that made you just like totally leave your real life and go into that story, into that world, and then you come out of it. True definition of a book hangover. I was in it, and I was in a slump, and I really do believe that book hangover is just another word for a slump. So I mean, it took me about a day and a half, 2 days maybe, to actually like get into something else. And honestly, I forced myself to get into something else just because I wanted to read, but I knew I wasn't going to get another 5-star read, which is okay. Everyone's not going to be a 5-star read, but I just knew I wasn't going to be invested like that.
What can I get for you?
I have an on-the-go order for Aaliyah.
All right, Aaliyah, go ahead and go forward.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So then I started All I've Wanted, All I've Needed by A.E. Valdez. Friends have told me how good she is and how their new favorite author, totally invested. So I wanted to definitely give her a try. I've had a lot of her books saved on my Kindle just for, so I can remember what to read. And it was really cute. I really fell in love with Harlow and Asen. And their story. I love the way Harlow like found herself and just kind of, she wasn't like a pushover, but she was more like a people pleaser, and she didn't want to disappoint people. But the way her character just developed, the way she changed, the way Asen helped change her, you always got to have somebody good in your corner. Good morning. Yep, thank you. You too. You always got to have somebody good in your corner, and I think to me that's what makes like the perfect mate, the perfect spouse, the perfect boyfriend, girlfriend, is when you can have that person take you out of your box and just, make you see things that are different, that are not your normal, because you might be very regimented and very, OCD about the way you live life and the way you operate and treat people, and you know what I'm saying? So I love those stories, and because we all need somebody like that, whether that's a friend, whether that's your mate, whatever. Like, we all need that person to make you see things in another light. And I just love how he took care of her. I loved how they were friends before they were anything else. It was a really, really good story. And I definitely want to, I think it's like a 3 or 4 book series. And I definitely want to jump into the second one at some point. Not right away, but that definitely kind of got me out of my slump, and I'm ready to read something else. But I think I'm really done with Christmas books, because I'm about to turn into Scrooge if I read another Christmas book. Like, I've never in my life read a Christmas, like a holiday book or anything like that. So that was different for me. And I think because it was different for me, it was cool while it lasted. I read 4 Christmas books, but I think I'm done. Like, I have 2 more. I have the Book Club Hotel, and I have Royal Holiday that I thought I was going to get to before the season was over. And it's kind of weird if you try to read a Christmas book like after Christmas. I mean, I know your tree's still up, you're still in the spirit and all, but like, it's not the same. And there's just so many things I want to read. I just want to have everything ready to go for January 1st. And I just want my New Year goal to be just to read some really good books. I want to be more selective with the books that I purchase, the books that I choose, just because I mean, reading is supposed to be enjoying, it's supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be, heart-wrenching sometimes, and I just want to be pulled out of real life into a world every time I read. And it's not gonna always be a 5-star read, I get that. It might be 3, it might be 2, it might be 1, but I just want to do that. So I got my coffee and I'm gonna go and sit in the tire place and get my tire fixed, because clearly I can't drive and I'm driving over stuff and I got a slow leak. So I'm gonna get my tire repaired. And sir, what are you doing? This is why I don't need to be outside this early. I got my Kindle in my bag, so I'm probably gonna find something on my Kindle just to kind of pass the time. I don't know if that's the book I'm gonna stay invested to. I might end up doing one of these like 2-book things, like where I'm reading 2 books at the same time. Let me know, drop it in the comments. Can you guys do that? Like, it's so many people that I see that's reading like 3-4 books at a time. Like, the way this brain is set up, I can't do that. I'll be confused. I'll be reading a story like, oh, I thought she went to the store last week and that wasn't even the right book. So I can do it if it's like a romance, like 2 different genres. If I'm reading a thriller and I'm reading like a lovey-dovey romance, clearly you're not gonna get the 2 confused. You know what I mean? So let's see what I'm gonna pick. I don't know. I have no idea what's on there right now because I've been like updating and taking stuff off. So yeah, I've rambled enough. I just want to go home. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go home, cook some dinner, try to do some chores, and I'm just gonna chill out for the rest of the night and read. When I was in the tire place, I was thumbing through. I was going between like a bunch of books. I didn't really settle on anything. So when I get home, I'm gonna make a real decision. I don't really want to read anything on my Kindle. There's nothing like holding a physical book. So I actually want to pick a book that I actually have. So I want to spend the rest of the evening holding a book and reading and just relaxing. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for my new subscribers. Hello to you guys, and thank you so much for just finding anything that I'm doing right here interesting. I think I'm gonna do a, booktube newbie tag, and I'm probably gonna also, I thought my phone was gonna fall. I was going over train tracks. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna do a booktube newbie tag, kind of let you guys know about me and what made me start this channel, and all the little questions that they ask, and I think I'll just answer some questions. And coming up, I'm probably going to do the end of the year book tag, just to kind of see what my best, my worst, highest rated, lowest rated, all the little fun questions that they ask to so you can see what I've been reading for the whole year, because I really started this channel like later in the year, so I've been reading a lot of things. So maybe some of those older books that I read will pop up and be recommendations for you guys. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Mwah.